Now I'm going to show you how you can add text and how you can animate text. So if you click here, if you select the text, it will add automatically a text layer. Now let's click on this fit, so it will fit this text to the entire timeline. Now I'm going to double click on this text and I'm going to change this to text editing. Let's press Ctrl A, it will select this, and now I'm going to change the font first to this one, and now let's change this to bold. We can align this in the center. Now guys, if you select this transform, it won't scale it up or scale it down. It will decrease the area of the text. So now we have this area of the text, and now as you can see, I am lowering the text area, and now we have this effect. So you can also add one character effect by using this transform controls. So if you want to scale it up the text, you can use this, and you can change the position by selecting the text on the previous screen, and you can place this anywhere on the screen. Now first I'm going to change this to white, and I'm going to add a background. So let's select this one, and I'm going to change this to this color. Now I'm going to also add a shadow. So we can blur the shadow, we can change the distance. So I'm going to change this to 90. We can lower the blur, and now we have this effect. Let's change this to 180. Now you can also change the color of this shadow as well. So I'm thinking to change this to maybe this one. Now you can add a stroke if you want to. So I'm going to select this joint. So we have 3 joints, and we have thin and we have thick. So you can select these settings, and we can change the opacity of this text. So these are the joints, and now as you can see, we have this amazing effect. We can change this to different color, and we will have different effect. So let's change this to black. Now we can change this to thin, or we can change this to thick. So I am thinking to change this to thick. Now if you want to delete a effect, we can click here, it will disable or enable the effect. So if you click here, and now we have this effect. So we can press Ctrl Z, and now we have this effect again. Now if you want to add effects and filter, you can also add effects and filter onto this text. So let's select camera effect. Now as you can see, we can add this effect on the text. Now if you notice, if you select a layer, we have motion effect. So if you open this, we have motion in and we have motion out. So I'm going to add motion in, and I'm going to add fade in, or we can add swap. So it will appear like this. We can change the position of the swap, so it will appear on the screen like this. And we can change this to typewriter if you want to. And now we can change this to easing effect expo. Let's change this to word. And we can also change the duration. So I'm going to change my duration to 2 seconds. Now here we go. Let's change this to linear, and let's change this to letter. Now I'm going to split my clip from 5 seconds. And now I'm going to add motion out effect. So let's add motion out effect, and this is going to be the swap effect. So let's swap this to above. So we can lower the duration to about 3 seconds. And now here we go. So this is the simple way to add a text and to animate text using this RunwayML video editor.